The Mandela Effect. It sounds like something out of a science fiction novel, doesn't it? And yet, it's a phenomenon that has captivated and perplexed people for years. The term itself is relatively new, coined in the age of the internet, but the experience it describes is far from novel. In essence, the Mandela Effect refers to a situation where a large group of people share a vivid, detailed memory of something that, according to recorded history, never actually happened. Imagine for a moment a world where Nelson Mandela died in prison in the 1980s, only to be shockingly resurrected years later. This is the event that Fiona Broome, a paranormal consultant, credits with giving the Mandela Effect its name. Broome vividly recalled Mandela's death, and she was surprised to find many others who shared the same false memory. The Mandela Effect isn't limited to historical events. It encompasses everything from logos and product names to movie quotes and song lyrics. These discrepancies, while often small, can be unsettling. They challenge our perception of reality, leaving us to question the reliability of our own memories. How can so many people remember something so clearly if it never happened? Is it a simple case of mass misremembering, or could there be something more at play? The Mandela Effect beckons us to explore the fascinating intersection of memory, perception, and perhaps even the nature of reality itself. Let's dive into a specific example that illustrates the Mandela Effect with striking clarity: the American flag. Ask anyone to picture the American flag in their mind's eye. They'll likely describe the iconic image alternating red and white stripes with a blue canton in the upper left corner containing a field of white stars. But how many stars are there, and how are they arranged? Most Americans would confidently answer 50, representing the 50 states, and they'd be right, according to official historical records. However, a significant number of people vividly recall a different arrangement. They remember the stars arranged in a specific pattern, 6 rows of 5 stars alternating with 5 rows of 6 stars, totaling 52 stars in all. This discrepancy might seem minor, but it's a powerful example of how the Mandela Effect operates. People who remember 52 stars on the flag often describe their memory with absolute certainty. They might even recall specific instances of seeing this version of the flag, such as in a classroom, a textbook, or on television. The dissonance between their memories and documented reality can be quite jarring. The American flag example highlights the perplexing nature of the Mandela Effect. It's not just about forgetting a minor detail, it's about having a clear, visceral memory that contradicts established facts. This discrepancy raises intriguing questions about the nature of collective memory and the possibility of alternate realities. The world of science fiction often explores themes of alternate realities and distorted timelines. So it's perhaps fitting that one of the most intriguing examples of the Mandela Effect can be found in a popular science fiction franchise, Star Trek. Specifically, an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation titled the Royale has become a focal point for discussions about the American flag and the Mandela Effect. In this episode, which aired in 1989, the crew of the USS Enterprise D encounters a mysterious planet that seems to be modeled after a 1960s Earth casino. As they orbit this strange planet and environment, they come across a NASA space shuttle wreckage, including what appears to be an American flag on one of the wreckage panels. However, the flag on display is not the familiar 50-star version. Instead, it depicts a flag with stripes arranged where the red stripe is under the stars, a design that never existed on any official American flag. This seemingly anachronistic detail has sparked considerable debate among Star Trek fans and those intrigued by the Mandela Effect. Some argue that the unusual flag is simply a production error, an oversight by the show's designers. Others, however, see it as something far more significant. Could it be a subtle hint, they wonder, that the Star Trek universe exists in a slightly different timeline than our own, one where the American flag evolved along a different path? The appearance of the flag with the red stripe under the stars in the Royale raises a number of intriguing possibilities. The most straightforward explanation is that it was simply a mistake. Television shows, even those with meticulous attention to detail, are not immune to errors. It's conceivable that the flag's design was overlooked during the production process, resulting in an unintentional discrepancy. However, this explanation doesn't satisfy everyone. Some fans point out that the flag with the red stripe under the stars instead of the white stripe is a rather specific and unusual design, making it an unlikely accidental choice. They argue that it's more plausible that the show's creators deliberately chose this flag design, perhaps as a subtle residue left from an alternate reality, a concept often explored in science fiction. Could it be that was an episode made in that timeline and escaped deletion of this current reality or timeline? Was it an oversight by the editors or the designers of that Star Trek episode? Could it be that the production team drew inspiration from the Army flag, either consciously or subconsciously, when designing the flag for the Royale? The Star Trek flag debate, while seemingly trivial on the surface, highlights the complexities of the Mandela Effect. It forces us to grapple with the nature of memory, the fallibility of perception, and the possibility that our reality might be more fluid than we realize. If you like this content, consider subscribing. In the next video, we'll delve into my theory as to cause the Mandela Effect. Thank you for watching.